Steam turbine condensers are used within power stations, specifically thermal power stations like this one here. I'll give us a brief quick spin. You can see we've got a large cooling tower here, which we'll take a look at later on. The type of condenser we're looking at here is a surface condenser. It's also possible to have an air-cooled condenser, but surface condensers are by far the more popular type of condenser because they're more efficient. There are four main surface condenser features that we're interested in. The first is that the surface condenser provides a low back pressure at the turbine exhaust. This increases our overall plant efficiency and thus represents a cost saving. Once the steam goes into the condenser, it's going to pass across our tube bundle. A tube bundle is formed when we get a load of tubes and we put them all together, and that then reflects a tube bundle. So we've got one where my mouse is now and one in the background where my mouse is now. Each of these tube bundles is secured at the end of the condenser into a tube sheet. That's what holds the tubes in place. The water boxes are shaped and have a wide inlet in order to minimize flow velocities and ensure that as the cooling water enters the condenser, as you can see indicated by these blue arrows, it flows relatively slowly through the tubes in order to absorb as much heat as possible before it is discharged. And you can see also that we're taking cooling water and delivering it to the condenser, or we're taking cooling water and sending it back from the condenser. So let's follow the blue arrow for a moment, going off this way here, and it's actually, as you can see here, going into our condensers. So we're sending cooling water from the cooling tower to the condensers. If we go around the other side, what we're actually doing now is we are taking cooling water, as you can see here, and delivering it to the cooling tower. Let's imagine for a moment that on the left, the cooling water system temperature is 10 degrees Celsius, and on the right, maybe it is 15 degrees Celsius. These are just some random numbers I've came up with. It really does depend on the ambient environment where your cooling tower is installed,